Cat back out here once again. Do what we've been called to do. And that's prophesied. Before we get started, like always, we want to give all praise and glory
to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakwadash.
The Barnasai teachers, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect. Right? What you're looking at is the true prophets. We come out here in humility, we come out here in diligence, in season and out of season, right? To make our calling and election sure, all right, according to Yahushai's word. He commanded his servants to be instant, in season and out of season, all right? To proclaim the downfall of our oppressor's kingdom. Right? Before I came out, I was watching that movie, that Will Smith movie, Emancipation. That's a good ass movie. That's a real movie. But it shows you how no matter where you go, you're still under your oppressor's hand. You're still under his rulership. You're still under his control. All right, you had there was a part in the scene where he finally made it to the Union Army. You had the Jakes that were already part of the Union Army. And the captain, he said he was a born freeman. And he said, yeah, I'm allowed to do basically anything. Will Smith told him, well, if you have to be allowed to do it, you're not really free, are you? So that shows you, even after they were emancipated, he wasn't free, right? You just had more room to roam around your plantation, man, which ultimately your plantation is a miracle. And when you watch that movie, you watch any slave movie or any documentary that has to do with our captivity or slavery over in America, it shows you this so-called white man got to pay for his crimes on the earth, what he's done to the Hebrew Israelites. So let's start with this right now.
It's 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. It says, sin it is a righteous thing with the Most High.
Yeah, the Most High is a just power. All right, what he said goes. He's a balanced power. All right, so wrong is wrong, right is right. The Lord is going to judge accordingly to the measure. All right, the so-called white man has showed us nothing but wrong, nothing but evil, nothing but lies. All right, when you look at the school system, everything that we was taught was contrary to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It was contrary to our culture, our heritage, the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, we didn't learn about the dietary law when we sat in schools, social studies, and science, math, chemistry, trigonometry, all that bullshit that don't help us in no way, shape, or form today. All right, we didn't learn about the law of not committing adultery. What's the point of going to school, getting a doctorate, a bachelor, associate's degree, and you out here committing adultery? What's the point of that? You're supposed to learn the righteous ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But our oppressor, our captain, decided he wasn't going to teach us that. He decided he was going to teach us that we fucking African. Right? That's why you got people like Dr. Umar with all this so-called wisdom. He'll sit up on the breakfast calling us damn Africans, man. We ain't no goddamn Africans. All right? We're not named after that continent. One, that continent wasn't named Africa back in the ancient times. It wasn't known as Africa. All right? So we ain't no damn Africans, man. Our lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right? No other religion or philosophy shows you why we're in the predicament we're in to this day. No other religion or philosophy. I seen a Muslim out there today. I was surprised. He out there handing out newspapers. All right? Okay, you're a little diligent. All right? But around about 5 o'clock, he's going to be out there. You know? But the Muslim philosophy don't tell you why we in this predicament. All right? The Muslim philosophy will tell you, hey, look. Louis Farrakhan. And listen to Louis Farrakhan. That's really what it has come to today. Just shut up and listen to Louis Farrakhan. All right? That ain't gonna get you out of the predicament that you will. All right? Being a Pan-African and still talking about I'm gonna build a school over here. We need to build hospitals and we need to build banks. How the fuck you gonna build a bank and you don't control the money system? You don't control the petrodollar system. You don't control the world reserve currency. How the hell you gonna build a bank? But that's what these grown-ass men are trying to teach our people, when they should be teaching our people to repent. Repent for your wrongdoings against Yahweh, man. Because you went into a covenant with him and you decided you was going to break the covenant. Shit, you was wilding out while Moses was getting the covenant. Moses wanted to put all the niggas to death. When he came down from Mount Sinai and seen how you was acting, man. All right, all you Meg Thee Stallions, right, your Cardi B's, your Gorillas, they was back then in that time. Showing their ass, man. All right, all these niggas you see that's posted. You got this guy Tory Lanez, right? Now he been convicted on all the charges, and contract meant, right? Now his father came out and said, Rock Nation is the devil, Jay-Z is the devil, Jay-Z been selling the souls of young men. He didn't want to put it all out on the table, right? They want to expose what's really going on behind the scenes. They were saying the witness that they had before he was able to testify on behalf of Tory Lanez behalf, they brought him in the room and got to his ear, showing you that it was something more to that case. But you can't feel bad for a guy like Tory Lanez. He enjoyed the fruits of his labor. All right? You can't get mad at the hand that feeds you when the shit don't go your way. You want to own your masters. You want to have control over all your money. You wasn't thinking about that when you signed that contract, when you was fucking all the women you desired, when you was getting all the money you desired, the nice cars, the nice mansions. Then once you want to own your masters and do what you want to do, the devil says, hell no, nigga, we gonna make it this empire. Now you want us to feel bad for you. Hey, that's how the dominoes fall. Same with all these entertainers, R. Kelly, all these guys. We can't feel bad for you because all of you were back there at Mount Sinai showing your ass in the wilderness complaining against Moses. All of you niggas crucified our Lord and said that his blood be upon us. So at the end of the day, if you're not on this side, you're an enemy against Yahweh Shah. There is no gray area. Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. It can't be praised the Most High one day, then you a nigga the next. It don't work like that. Even within this truth, you can't be a lukewarm Israelite and think the Lord is going to deliver you, man, just because you got a garment on and you know some precepts. It don't work like that. Go ahead, bro.
This is back in 2 Thessalonians 1:6, and it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. 2 Thessalonians 1:6, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
And what's that word recompense mean? To pay back, to return unto, right? Brother Hole, Joel, the 3rd chapter. And it ain't just a so-called white man that got to pay either. You groups got to fucking pay. Hey, one of your ancient kings, Balak of the kingdom of Moab, this nigga tried to put a curse on us. For all you stinking ass Moabites out there, man. That you still got to pay for that. When Balak tried to put a curse on the children of Israel. Right? You Hamites that had us in slavery. That's why you look at the Sudanese, the Ethiopians, right? The Cushites to this day, them niggas struggle. Right? They haven't, and you niggas want to prop up Africa, but the real people that's over there in Africa, they struggling to get the Moabites and the so-called white man off their back. Because they don't control that infrastructure. And even when you look at places like Nigeria, what is Nigeria doing right now? They're going digital. All right? They put a limit on how much you can take out of ATMs, how much you can withdraw out of ATMs. So Africa ain't the answer, man. Right? All you nations gotta pay. Moabites, Hamites, Japhites, right? You Japhites were against us. You live near us too. Like the land of Japheth. Before Esau came and conquered your ass and deemed himself the Greeks. Right? None of y'all came to our aid. None of y'all said, you know what, those are the sons of the Most High. We heathens, but those are the chosen seed. Let's join together and fight the so-called white man on their behalf. No, you niggas went into your own lands and tried to build off your own enterprises and what you believed in. So you gotta pay.
Verse 7, it says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord, Yahweh Shah, shall be revealed.
Our brothers not trouble. Right? Working it down to 5 should trouble you, man. Paying taxes should trouble you. Like I was speaking about yesterday in a video that we did. All right? People that say you're not slaves because they don't understand what slavery is. What we endured over here in America is what you call this chattel slavery, which is the worst slavery that ever happened on the earth and hasn't happened since. But that was never normal slavery. Right? When you look at our customs, I could have this brother as a servant if he needed to build himself up within my household. Now I wouldn't deal with him as an actual heathen, but that was a form of servitude. Now with the heathens, you could deal with them harshly, but even the way we dealt with them wasn't how we were dealt with over here in America. All right, the butt breaking, being forced to fuck your moms, all right, being forced to teach my losing your language, losing your name, losing your heritage. That was never heard of before. Because Esau been didn't have pigment. Esau was always around people that had pigmentation throughout his whole life. Even going back to Cain. That wasn't that wasn't a thing. It was nationality. It wasn't until servitude in America that it was based on we were born out black and niggas and color and Negro. Right? That was a different form of slavery, but the slavery that you're in today is a corporate slavery. All right? That's why the so-called white man have said, well, I'm in the same predicament that you are. Well, that's because the rulers of your nation has everybody under corporate slavery, under the banking system. The central banking cartel has everybody enslaved under this debt system. All of us are slaves to that. Are we on the plantation getting whipped? No. But that's an extreme form of slavery. Doesn't mean you're still not a slave, because you're not getting your back whipped, you fucking idiot. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7 again, it says, "Unto you who are troubled, rest with us, when our Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven."
And that's when we're gonna get our rest. We have to endure. We have to learn something called patience. We have to work on ourselves before Yahushua comes back. Right? It's not fair for Yahushua to just come deliver us. We haven't even been working on ourselves. Right? Like I said last night, growth don't mean learn as much precepts as you can, because you could be a nigga and know all the precepts. You see that throughout many camps. They know all the breakdowns, but they complete worldly ass niggas. Fitting caps up, in the clubs every goddamn minute, rap music, but they don't know shit until the Lord wants to see all you doing in the fruits of the spirit. You're living, right? Your patience, your temperance, right? Having control of your own spirit as a man, right? Are you growing in that? If you staying stagnant in that, then all you is just that same old nigga with a garment on that knows some precepts. That's how the Lord measures growth. That's why you got these guys thinking they gonna make it just because they know the truth, man. That's not what the Lord is looking for. Didn't the Lord tell us to put off the old man completely? He said be renewed in all things, not halfway. You're supposed to be chipping off every single day. You don't decide, oh, I'm gonna just put off this part and keep the rest. Don't work like that, man. And that's why you're seeing so many guys fall out amongst the congregation of GMS. Because GMS has a standard that these other camps don't hold up. All right, that's why you see, like we were saying yesterday, every brother in the GMS camp got their own pages putting up videos. You don't see that in these other camps. It's a different requirement of diligence that's upheld here. Looking for brothers that really want to be a part of this, really want to put off the world and be for the Lord. We don't want brothers that want to be half-assed. We don't want those men around us, man. We coming into dire times. Get the fuck from around us if you want to be half-assed, man. Do us a favor, please. These other camps got men just holding posts for 5-10 years. All they ever did was be a bodyguard on the highways and byways. And I go to any of these camps and I talk to these brothers and I ask them to show me what this means, show me what that means. If you know what this means, you know what that means. And he looking at the damn speaker. Then you go to the speaker don't even know, because he only been taught with the head talking. And they ain't taught him properly, man. Go ahead, bro.
Kind of finish this up.
And that's why we give double honors to our elder apostles, because what's been built into the culture of GMS, the fabric of GMS is diligence. All right, that's why you see us out here in the cold. If we wasn't a part of GMS, we wouldn't be doing this. That's something that's built into the culture. Your parents, your spiritual fathers trained up their children in the way that they should go. That's why you're out here. It ain't on your own accord. You've been taught right. Unless you be like these other guys in these other camps that weren't taught right. They've been taught it's okay to be half-assed. It's okay to be lazy. It's okay to just know you're Hebrew Israelite and have a social media account that's about to be fucking cut off in the first fucking place, man. We ain't about to have no goddamn Instagram and no TikTok and all these other platforms, man. It's going to be just you, the inner man, Yahweh Shemel Bashar. Why do you think the elders are so much on brothers' ass? It ain't just about requirements and restrictions and qualifications, man. It's to see what a man will do, what he gonna complain about, see where his mind really at. That's how you determine when a man is not worthy, man, to be around the brotherhood. That's how you spot out a guy that's lukewarm, when they complain about every goddamn thing. When they make an excuse for everything. When it's about them all the damn time. It ain't about you, it's about the body of Yahweh Shemel Shah, the building block of the final temple. Alright? The spiritual temple not made with hands. The greatest temple on the face of this planet. We ain't looking for stones with chips in it and holes in it. Alright? Go ahead, brother.
Come. When our Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from the heaven with his mighty angels. That was it all, man.
Yep.
It's Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. Won't be hope.
Go ahead, get your foot.
Come. The book of Psalms, chapter 60, in verse 4. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of truth. Salah. That they, beloved, may be delivered, save with thy right hand, and hear me. So, yeah, you know, that's going to, you know, into what the brother was saying, you know, like as far as, you know, like the people who's going to listen, you know, that banner is being set. That standard has been set amongst GMS, you know, because we have the truth, you know.
This is Philippians chapter 3 and verse 14. It says, I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Yeah, you press toward. That means you give your all. All right, you don't give a damn what people say. You don't give a damn how people look at you. You don't put nothing before you. How about Yahweh Shai? Nothing. Everything comes second. Everything. The brotherhood comes first. The chats that you're in with brothers comes first. That's the first text message that you should have your eye on. And anything that has to do with brothers should be the first thing you have your eye on. Not a woman, all right? Not your family members in the world. All right? Everything about the truth is priority. If it's not priority, you're going off. Period. Your mind ain't in the right place. Your mind is on worldly affairs that don't mean a goddamn thing. That's finna be done away with. All right? You got this devil. His plans are on the book as we speak. 2023 is it, and what is it, next week? You know, you look at all the legislation this devil's about to come out with, right? Police robots. All right, they just said all the damn Whole Foods, they got the wireless scanning shit up now, right? The Walmarts, right? And you think it's a goddamn game, man. You read about Antiochus and you think it's just a story. These demons are back. And they're gonna be doing the same thing they were doing back then. Go ahead, brother.
It says, I'll read verse 14 again. It says, I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
And with that comes a heavy responsibility. All right? With that, you have to forsake everything. All the disciples of the Lord forsake everything, everyone they love. Like we were speaking about yesterday, left their wives, left their children, and literally walked with Yahweh Shai, left their households. Never seen their family again. Some of them died. All of you are too emotional to do that. Because you still got your mind is in the world, man. That's why the scripture say if a man deceives himself and think he's something, he deceives his own, he fool his own self. A lot of men think they in the truth, but that's really they fool themselves. Go ahead, brother, finish that off.
It says, verse 15, let us therefore as many be perfect, be thus minded. And if anything ye be otherwise minded, the Heavenly Father shall reveal even this unto you. And then to be perfect means to be morally upright, man. So we're keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our abilities, man. We understand that we can't keep the law perfect. That's the reason why we're in this situation now. Continuing on, verse 16.
Yeah, what do you learn morals from? Did you learn it from Christianity? Did you learn it from Big Mama? No, the true morals come from Yahweh Shai, the warrior moral conduct, the laws that we've been given. That's how you learn morality, right? Because with morals, I learn how to deal with this brother. I learn how to, you even learn how to rebuke a brother in the right way, right? You rebuke him for his betterment, right? You learn how to greet a brother, right? You know how to be amongst a brother. It ain't about a pride and ego thing. You know how to conversate with a brother. You don't make it all about you. You listen to the brother when he talks. You hear him out. You know what I'm saying? You don't make it all of this conversation all about you. When you get around brothers, you play a back rows a lot of the time, man. Brother might have stuff to get off his mind. You just sit there and listen. You gotta make the whole conversation about you, man. Those are traits that you learn within the truth. You know, because the leaders are servants, man. What do Yahweh Shai tell the brothers? Your leaders, you are greater servants. You're here to serve. here to be greater examples of how to be. How the hell you gonna lead somebody and you ain't even embody none of the fruits of the spirit? You still got an anger problem. You still got an ego. You still lazy. How the fuck are you gonna lead our nation, man? How you gonna be one of the leaders of our nation? How we gonna look to you and you can't even rule your own spirit? That's a joke. You're a laughing stock in the eyes of the Lord. Go ahead, brother.
This is the point, verse 16. It says, nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule, let us mind the same thing. So we're all on the same accordance, man. We're on one accord, man. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You got brothers out here on the highways and byways every Saturday, every Friday, wherever the case may be, pushing this word out, man, because we understand that it is a standard for our salvation.
Real quick, it's Jeremiah 3 and 15, and it says, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, and they shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And that's what you see coming up week in and week out, day to day. You know, you see the men of the Lord pushing this thing heavy, you know, because we at the very end. You know, hey, so the Lord got the knowledge and the understanding for salvation coming up. You know, that's it.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and at that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shabbat.
Yeah, that's the valley known as the Valley of Decision over there in the Middle East. That's always been the hot spot throughout the scriptures. Right, it was that area was known as what, Mesopotamia during the time of Abraham. Right, that's the Lord's chosen area there. All right, it's even the land where the Garden of Eden was placed. Right, we read about the Tigris River, the Euphrates River in Genesis. All right, the 4 heads that were parted. All right, that's how you spot where the Garden of Eden is. Because you ask a pork eating pastor, where was the Garden of Eden? This nigga can't tell you the first, you know what I'm saying? Right? But how do we learn these things? From our teachers. Right? From the spirit of Yahweh Bashim. Go ahead, brother.
And will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage, Yasha Allah, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Yeah, so the Lord started his story over there in the book of Genesis. And he gonna end it over there. Right before the new chapter opens. He started it over there, he gonna end it over there. Right? He gonna call all these nations back to that land. All y'all ass them branched out. Japheth them branched out to the islands. Right? Doing their own shit. Moab stretched farther east. Right? The so-called white man is win every goddamn way. This nigga done hid in every country there is on earth. Right? Lord is gonna call everybody back. Come on back to where y'all originate from. There ain't no damn Africa. Come on back to this land over here. I'm finna plead with what y'all did for my nation of Israel. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink.
Yeah, how did they do that? When they went to the west coast of Africa, all right? Some of the northern parts of Africa, and they got help from the Hamites. Oh, and the Moor, hey, for all you guys are so hung up on the Moorish Empire, don't you know some of the Moors were some of the biggest slave traders to our people? Those were some sellout Negroes, right? Because they wanted to keep that royal look, all right? That pompous attitude. They were selling us too. And that's why a lot of y'all think the Muslims and the Moorish community is who we are. When you were forced, that was forced by Ishmael, right? The Arab slave trade. That was a major slave trade before Esau got his hands into it. But then once Esau found out what was going on with Esau financed the whole thing. He said, oh, no. We can turn this up. Right? So you had Amalekites, they financed the whole slave trade. Made it bigger than what it was. So you started seeing slaves shipped to Spain, France, Italy, right? Mainly the Caribbean, South America. A lot of you Judites are in South America. The Colombians, the Cubans, the Dominican Republics, man. Right? The Haitians. That was the first place they was dropping y'all off. Then they came to the Northern Americas, man. That's why if you ever been to South America, you see goddamn shit. Nothing but people. Dark as licorice sticks. Right? With long hair, you know what I'm saying? That they don't show on the TV. They don't want you to see. And they impoverish like a mother. You think the ghettos over here is bad. You think the blocks and the hoods over here in the inner cities of America is bad. Come on, man. It's the evidence of who the Lord's people are to this day. And he saw you gotta pay for all that shit. Even the president they got out there in Colombia, this guy that won the office this year, he was part of the guerrilla group, and they used him. And guess who his vice president is? So-called nigga one. And they said once this nigga got in office, everything went downhill. Inflation shot up. Niggas put masks on, put your mask on, nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Showing you who in control. The so-called white man. No matter what country you go into, the so-called white man is in control of it. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine?
Yeah, Tyre and Zidon. That's all those ancient Phoenician ports right over there in the land of Africa that was conquered by the Greeks. So that lets us know that was a major slave port. But really it was a shipment port where they was bringing a lot of cargo from other nations. But in the future, the ports of Tyre and Zidon turned into slave ports. Right? That same area where the ships were coming in. And when you look at documentaries, they show you it was hundreds of ships throughout the years cycling. That's how big it became. Alright? They got one part of the island where it's just skeleton remains just piled up, man. Slaves. Slaves. They stayed there on the island, because what they did, they would capture them, bring them to the shore, and keep them there. Then they would go back and unboard, because you had to wait for the shipments to come in and come get the cargo. After they made their journey to America, they had to come back. But the hunting was still going on, so you had slaves sitting on the beach for weeks at a time, months, just sitting on the beach in cages, man. Not knowing what the fuck going on, waiting for a shipment to get in.
Ye render me a recompense, and if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily will I return your swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
Yeah, because they thought they was getting the most out of it. Well, you didn't chose us, so we got your people, man. So the Lord's like, oh, well, you render me a recompense, really? Right? Swiftly, I'm gonna bring it upon your head. Swiftly, I'm gonna pay you back for everything that you've done, right? And you look at our people today, we're a testament of what happened to us, man. That's why it's a shame to see our women think it's normal to wear another texture of hair on their head. That has become normalized. Or at least, back in the 50s, 60s, at least they still kept, they were bugged out, but they had it natural. At least they had pride in how they looked. Everything was like fabricated, eyelashes, tattoos, they just love tattooing their body, getting all type of piercings. Fuck what the Lord said, fuck his law. We gonna scribble all over our body. They gotta be destroyed, man. That is these are walking abominations, totally contrary to the Lord. But then the Lord finna bring them all back to their natural state, right? No more salons, no more hair stores, no more spas, right? The Lord finna bring everybody back to their natural state. Men are gonna be brought back to their natural state. You have to learn how to hunt again. You're gonna have to learn your surroundings again, right? You ain't gonna have time to be cooped up, you know what I'm saying? Texting no shorty, right? You got to be a man again. Get your own food, right? Journey to where you need to go for a safe haven, for shelter. That's what the Lord is going to require, right? Yeah, it's really going to be like we was talking about. It's really going to be like how they had to flee the plantation. They in them swamps. And to see that movie, he had to fight it. Man, this dude had to fight it. The gator, he in the swamp. Running from me in the gator island. And he ended up fighting the gator, stabbing the gator. That's some man shit.
Yeah.
But it showed you one slave, that nigga bitched out. They was running, he seen the swamp. He seen the gators. He hear the dogs behind him. He looking at the swamp. He hear the dogs. The other man said, we in the swamp, nigga. His ass turned around, the dogs saw, But they said, we men. They went through that damn swamp. That's just, hey, you have to do stuff like that again. You may be caught up where you gotta fucking go through a goddamn swamp. We did it before. Yeah. You read about these things, you think it's just stories, man. Or were you a house nigga that just stayed on the plantation? I'm staying on the plantation. Fuck that. I'm staying in a big house. I don't want to deal with nature. I don't want to deal with the outside. I don't know nothing about the outside. That's what they were saying to the dudes that wanted to flee. Nigga, y'all know
this land. We get fed here. We get clothes. We got shelter.
You know what I'm saying? Scared ass niggas.
Same niggas from Egypt.
Same niggas from Egypt in the desert. Cause remember, hey, that's even more. Matter of fact, brother, get that account in the wilderness when them niggas was complaining. Cause we had to leave Egypt, right? We had to leave shelter. You know, cause even though we were slaves, we had shelter. We had a community. Jake, like fuck. You in the night, you hear wolves and coyotes. You might be getting bit by bugs and shit, right? Remember, before the tabernacle was set up, we was journeying. The tabernacle, when you look at the tabernacle, it's a foreshadowing of how the kingdom is going to be built. You read the book of Revelation, what does it describe? 3 gates, right? You got the southern part, you got the northern part, you got the eastern part, all right? All those gates had 3 tribes on each side, right? It was the same thing at the tabernacle. You would get to a certain area, you would pitch tent there. Levi, Judah, Benjamin, y'all set up there. Manasseh, y'all set up over there. Ephraim, y'all set up over there. Right? Okay, y'all got the ark. Okay. Leave the Levitical priests, go ahead and set up, you know, the Holy of Holies and everything in the middle. Right? It was a large camp. This camp was large, man. Right? It was miles. Like certain nations were separated, certain tribes were separated. You know what I'm saying? We were close with certain of our tribes. That's why in our law, Northern Kingdom didn't want to give their daughters us. You know what I'm saying? That was like, we was apart really when we started pitching. It was so many of us. You gotta think, it was millions of us, man. You know, at the pitching tent at the tabernacle. So we were journeying. And that's why these niggas was complaining. You in the elements. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no nice bed. Cause before the tents began to go, hey man, we slept where we had to sleep. He's gonna get back to that. And Nate, is you teaching your congregation that? Or is you teaching them they gonna be watching Netflix and then Cherry gonna be what you got on
Exodus 14 and 11.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, Exodus 14:11, and they said unto Moses, because there was no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt,
And
saying,
then you had them wicked ass niggas like Dathan that didn't want to be led by men. Them niggas, we gonna take them men and make an example of them. We cannot have those type of men in this nation. They want to rebel.
You a man. We ain't listening to no man. You ain't gonna be over me.
That's what them niggas did. Moses ain't gonna be over us. He a man. I'm a man. I'm a grown ass man too. You can't have no niggas like that. That's what the Lord gave the power to Moses. Moses ain't even say. He said, look, y'all, you ever want to be with Dathan and them? You ever don't think they need to be led by men? Well, stand by Dathan. Do your own thing. Those that want to follow me and follow the Lord, come on this side. And what happened to Dathan? The Lord had the ground swallow their ass. So we're going to let those men do that thing. Because you're going to have men like that at that time.
And I ain't falling. You a man. Lord gave me wisdom too.
Good. Have to be a damn all the way. Go ahead.
it says, verse 12, is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
Yeah, they scared. That's really what it was. They were scared. They ain't gonna know they wasn't know where their next meal was gonna come from. All right, you gotta wash their lakes. You know what I'm saying? Rivers and ponds, right? You gotta get accustomed to seeing the animals and wild beasts and being okay with that. That's a serious thing, man. These are the times that we're coming back into now. We gotta leave what? Egypt again. Come up out of her, my people. Be not partakers of her sins. Now, when he says come up hither, come up out of her, that's talking about when devil. Before that, it's talking about mentally. And then it's also talking about when this devil makes us ostracized from society. Because we're not taking it for all. We're not taking that shit. So that means we're not going to be giving up. So we give up our shit. We say that means we got to go under the radar. We got to deal with the border system. We got to move and travel however we can. All right? Syria serious times to be taken account of. But where's your mind at? You gotta look up there and say, where's your mind at? Where's your concerns at? All right? Is it concerned on still chasing hoes? You in the wrong spirit, man. You in the wrong fucking spirit. Especially when you got Isaiah 4, you get ready to come over. And all these women gonna be looking for men to leave them. You see, you still got your mind chasing hoes. Learn who you are. You're a prince. Things of the world don't validate you, man. Work on yourself, man. Seek ye the kingdom first, and all these things shall be added unto you, man. Stop looking for worldly things to validate you. Validate your work and make you feel better. The truth always makes you feel better. Right? Truth always makes you feel better, but you look for worldly things that make you feel some type of comfort in the world. Deal with your stress. Really, that shit is just keeping you away from the Lord. Go over distraction. Go ahead, bro.
That was like,
That's cool.
yeah. Okay, come. Verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians who ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever.
When you read the account of the wilderness, they just kept on complaining. And Moses had to keep on telling them, look, man, you alone. That's how Moses felt. He said, Lord, what did I do after being around these people? Even our Lord said, even Yahweh Shai said, how long must I endure you unfaithful niggas? That's really what he said. Unfaithful niggas. How long must I be that? Yahweh Shai knew he had to do that,
Yeah.
because his father asked him to do that. But even Yahweh Shai was like, how long I gotta be around these people, man? These niggas. Always broken and crying, moaning, have no faith. Even when he did the miracle for him, he fed them. He didn't give them the real meat though. He fed them niggas fishes and stuff. He didn't give them the real meat. Because he told the disciples, what I'm about to give y'all is food. What I'm about to give y'all is only food. The rest of your brothers and sisters, they can eat the carnal food. Let they belly get full. They'll be hungry again in a couple hours. Right. What I'm about to give you is food in the spirit. That's what the Lord has done for us. He'll give these niggas the carnal things in the world. He'll give them a better car, a better house than you, a better looking woman than you. So fucking what? That keeps them occupied for how long of a time until that Lord destroys them and put them in a predicament where those things become their downfall. What he has given us keeps us afloat, keeps us normal, keeps building us up. The spiritual riches, you can't even compare it to the physical riches. That's what the Lord said, store up the church's work and help. When none of that stuff comes, when a thief can't come in and say we have converted their dollars into crypto, and now you can only pull out this amount of money now. Sorry, we're shutting down your mom and pop businesses. The only businesses that are running is Walmart, Amazon, Whole Foods, and other major corporations. Sorry, your mom and pop business ain't gonna be able to survive the economic collapse. Your mom and pop business couldn't even survive the C-19, man. You think you're gonna be able to survive the economy collapse? All this shit on the street gonna be out of here.
It says,
fucking Caribbean food spots, Indian food spots, Chinese food, all them shits is gonna be out of here. They gonna, these people gonna blow their brains out when they realize everything they work for is vanity.
Yeah.
The so-called white man decided he wanted all. He want to track and control everybody.
Exodus 14 and 14. It says, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Verse 15. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Yasharallah that they go forward. But lift thou up thy rod and stretch out thy hand over the sea and divide it.
You know what happens after that?
I just wanted to the point that you said that basically all we need is the word. This is Ayawab, also Job, chapter 23 and verse 12. It says, neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth. more than my necessary food. That's all we need is the word. You know?
Hey, that's why you have the similarities and the comparisons. The Lord says the milk, the honey, the bread, the wine, the oil. That's what the truth is like. It's real food. And that's why he says eat the roll, eat the whole roll. Then when you eat it, it's sweet on your tongue. Ooh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm royalty. This tastes good. So-called white man, the devil. This tastes good.
And when you swallow it, hold on, I can't do this, I can't do that. Wait a minute, I gotta do this. Hold on. This how the camps are? Wait a minute, well, damn. I gotta endure this, I gotta put off that. This shit better. I gotta endure this shit better. That's when you see a lot of men like, oh shit, it was sweet at first. I don't really like what I'm into, but I only like what hold on. Yeah, that's the sternness of the Lord. It's the austereness of the Lord. Right? Hey, using David's army back then, you best believe your ass was getting cussed out 24/7. David's army. They didn't play. They didn't play at all. Alright? But that's what you see again. We David's men also. Alright? With what's his name? The wicked king that Saul, your Saul. And Saul wanted to Saul had his men. You had men that followed David. Right? We Lord willing, we those men that followed after David. That listened to David.
Especially his son.
Yeah. Joab. Yeah. Joab was the second in command. Yeah. Of the platoon. Get your men in order. Get your men in line. Listen to the orders coming down. You got to go conquer these demons. Right? Put them in chains. A lot of wars fought to build that kingdom. That's why the Lord said David wasn't going to build the temple. Because David had too much blood on his hands. Before Solomon's kingdom of peace, David was getting busy.
Yeah.
Their military was getting busy. Putting hands to flight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Them men were different. One of them.
Yeah.
50 men.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The scriptures tell you how David was.
Yeah.
One man, bro, could handle a group of men.
Yeah.
We had to put the enemies in subjection. So then when Solomon was born, David had got the prophecy. All right, the son is born, his kingdom is going to be a time of peace. No more war. He going to build my temple. David, you too much blood. He was a great servant to build what was necessary to show these heathens who I'm for. And that's why we read about the great battles of David. Man. You should read those things, man. It shows you how the Lord operates. It shows you why he's a man of war and how he actually is a man of war. You know? Let's go back to that scripture.
This is Joel chapter 3, and back to verse 6. It says, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have sold, children of Jerusalem have yet sold unto the Grecians. They gave me might remove them far from their border.
The Grecians. Now, these are the camps that have said, oh, that's Jaffa. Right? But just because the scriptures say that Alexander conquered was the king of Jaffa don't mean they Jaffa. All right, they took on the Grecian customs. All right, the Grecian heritage. And you can look at history and you can see how they look, the Greeks. Like the so-called white man. All right, so that's evidence of who's guilty. The Grecians, go ahead.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
And that's what you're seeing. That's why we got brothers in London, we got brothers in Colombia, we got brothers in China, we got brothers in Alaska, Canada, right? Brothers all throughout the Caribbean. We got brothers in Africa, Jamaica, all over. We got brothers in Peru, We got brothers all over the world because the Lord is what? Calling brothers back to their heritage. Calling us back to our nationality. Go ahead, brother.
And I will sell your sons and daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. They shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, break up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
Yeah, the Lord loves war. The Lord loves the brutality of war. Christianity don't teach that. Christianity don't tell you that the Lord is our power is a God of war. That's why they have these questions. Why would the Lord have men getting killed, blown up? But the scriptures will tell you he's a man of war. He likes war. If you look at the horse rally war, men get their legs blown off, cuts hanging out their body, losing limbs, losing their mind from shock. To in the grocery store, they hear a cart hit the shelf and they having flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather fought in Vietnam. He sleep with his eyes open.
They call that shell shock.
Yeah, shell shock. Sound asleep with his eyes open. The horse reality of war, both sides likes that. He likes men to be men. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can respect, and I give you something, I can respect the Navy SEALs. Like the first ones that go out there, the special work. I can about it. And I was spoken to some of them when I used to work on the base. They was deadly serious, man. They'll take your ass out. You play with them if you want to, man. Them niggas are manly, man. All Edomites ain't no weak men. Them dudes able to hold their breath in the ocean, long duration of time. You know what I'm saying? They train in all type of martial arts. And they put some ground. They ain't the drones stroke. They put some ground to your ass. You know? You respect those type of men. You like, well, these niggas, they for their country. The niggas that in for a paycheck, sitting, you know what I'm saying? The niggas that's in the Air Force, sitting on the ship, trying to get there. I'm in it for a paycheck. That's mainly Jake. You know what I'm saying? Especially all the women that's in the military. They just in it for a paycheck. Them Edomites and gun home America, that really want to put some shit up on the shelf. They about it. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Because when they gonna be out in the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
Get blown the fuck up. But you gotta respect it. They stay out there fighting for what they believe. You know what I'm saying? That's a man thing. You gonna be a buck in the kingdom.
Step up, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come on.
Let the weak say, I am strong. That's what the Lord loves. He loves for a man to put off that weak nature. He told us to put off the weak nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You out here shivering. You know, like, man, no. Man, no. That's how the Lord looks at his sons, man. That's how you would look at your own son. He fall off the bike, scrape his knee, start crying. Get up, man. Get up. That wound will heal. But your mind, stay weak if you let it. Get up. He'll sit there crying, but he see your ass walking off. He'll get his ass up. You go run to his rescue, pampering him. He know every time I cry, I'm getting pampered. But if you walk away, he's like, damn, I'm gonna leave my ass here. Let me get my ass up. And the next time he falls, right, let's keep it trick.
Yeah.
That's how you raise men. But that don't happen here because who's raising the sons? The woman. Even in that movie, The Emancipation, you had one Jake, his guts was hanging out. Mama! Will Smith said, go to mama. He does, bro.
Yeah.
You know? But that's how Jake is. That's how Jake is, man. Go ahead, bro.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shabbat. For there will I sit to judge all heathen round about. Put ye in the
Is that not just? We not serving just power? These niggas been doing what the hell they want to do. These got them underground swinger clubs, right? They fuck each other wives, right? Bestiality, right? Eating what they want. They do what the fuck they want to do, man, without any repercussions. And I'm talking about your normal average Edomite that you think is good white. These niggas are freaks and weirdos, man. Pedophiles, homosexuals, in the closet freaks, man. Walking abomination. Right? That's what the Lord calls it peace. He even calls 2/3 peace. Because if you don't have these moral laws, this moral conduct, you're peace. You're doing whatever your flesh craves. Whatever your flesh. Don't tell me I can't do drugs. I want to sell drugs. Don't tell me I can't sell drugs. No moral compass. Right? No moral conduct. Right? I want to smoke weed because that helps me. My vibe. And it make me wise. Make me smart. Hey nigga, you know, hey niggas, yeah, nigga, I get revelations when I smoke. Right? Go ahead.
But yea, in the sickle for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
That's what the Lord said. Many there, many more than you know, these people have this multitude of doctrine for everybody. But the Lord clearly told you there'll be way more that perish than will be saved. You're not looking for everybody. And everybody ain't looking for the Lord. And everybody ain't putting their whole heart to the Lord. All right? That's why we commend the sisters and brothers we see on the comment boards now, because years ago it wasn't like that. We wasn't seeing, we was the camp, sisters hated. Now you look on brothers' live streams, sisters saying shalom, okay, that's good to see. Y'all can dial it back just a little bit, but that's beautiful to see that you know, you're coming back to sincerity. You know, you brothers that are watching, you know, that's beautiful, man. That's what the Lord is looking for. And they can't wait to see a video pop up on the feed. That's why, brothers, you got to push this truth up, man. Because the body be looking to get fed. Looking for these videos to comfort their spirit, man. You know? When there's one view, two view, that video helped somebody, man. That video got them through the day. That message got them through the day. You know, they needed to hear that. Right? But you just not doing anything within the ministry. You're not plowing. How are you beneficial? You're just a useless tool that the Lord is going to throw away. Right? And that's what you see throughout these camps. Men that are not being used. They're just another number added to the congregation. The Lord don't need numbers. The Lord never used numbers. He always loved to show his strength with the little ones. All right? With the small in number. Give a damn if you got 1 million in your congregation. What's the point of all the millions are insufficient fruit to the Lord? That means all 1 million of them are going to die. What's the point of that? The scripture says, bring fruit that shall remain, good fruit. You may have 2 brothers in your camp, 3 brothers in your camp, but if they already elect, then brother, wow. Out of all the billions of people on earth, you got 3 brothers on the highways and byways with you, and all of them the elect. Wow. You got 100 men on the highways and byways with you, none of them the elect. What's the point of that? Yeah, you get the cheers and hollers right now. You get the most views right now. But all of that's going to be done away with. YouTube and all this shit going to be done away with. That shit cute right now. But if it ain't good right fruit, none of that shit matters. I don't give a damn if I just got one brother standing by me. If there's one brother that's the elect, oh man. You telling me this is one of the future rulers of the kingdom? I'm standing next to him? What? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Go ahead, brother.
The sun and the moon shall be darkened, the stars shall withdraw.
Just like the elder pastor was going into Nate and these guys in the old school. Kicked our elders out for saying Cornelius was an Israelite, but now they teach it to the day. Now in that moment at One West, they thought they was the men, right? Laughing and scoring their elders, putting them out of school.
Yeah, everybody look at them. We kicked them out. They ain't got no classes no more, right?
They thought he was a man in the moment. Now look how you look. Now you gotta go in your house every night in a closed room and know what you did. And you still haven't said Salakia for that. You think the Lord don't see that? You think the Lord ain't gonna require that? The Lord said every idle word should be accounted for. You dead ass wrong for that. Dead ass wrong. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel.
Yeah, the Lord said he gonna roar. They tell men with loud voices to be quiet. They tell manly men to pipe it down. Scripture say our Lord's voice is as many waters. He speaks with authority. They even asked Moses that speaks with so much authority. When he spoke, it was like, yo. That's why the wicked Pharisees had such a problem with him. Because when he spoke, even though it came in with humility, he spoke like a man that's over. Because he's our king. He knew that. They didn't accept it. But when he spoke to them, it was also, even when they was about to stone Stephen to Mary, right? He didn't even look at him. They said he just kept drawing it. And they looked at him like, what the hell does this dude think he is? Like, how much money do you need? nigga, I'll turn your ass into powder right now, bro. Right? And that's when he looked up and said, look, man, whichever one of you that ain't sinning right now, cast the first stone. Because nigga, I know you, and I knew where you was at the day before yesterday. And who you was with the day before yesterday. What the hell y'all was doing. I know your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's, y'all always show us, but y'all always could have called every last one of them out. Nigga, you an adulterer. Nigga, you a thief. Nigga, you a fucking murderer. I should put all you to death right now. But instead, he showed them mercy. He said, ye that have not sinned, cast the first stone. And that's when they got cut in the spirit. Because they knew what the fuck they were up to. And they had to leave her alone. You hear, brother?
Verse 17. So shall ye know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore.
Yeah, so no more foreigners, no more strangers. So hold on. Vocab and all you guys. You said the strangers gonna be with us, but the Lord said no strangers gonna pass through us no more. You know strangers gonna be entering into our gates, man. The holy of holies, the holy sanctuary, the holy congregation. For one, we're gonna be clean in that day, perfection. Uncleanness can't come to cleanness. How the fuck a heathen gonna touch something that's perfect? Why do you think we need new bodies? We can't come in the presence of the Lord, something that's perfect. We got blemishes on us, man. The Lord hates imperfections. He desires perfection. That's why we have to be changed. Your impurities, your imbalances, everything we're striving for perfection, we ain't gonna reach it. But we ultimately have to be changed into perfection. Because that's the glory of the Lord. These heathens ain't gonna be changed. They're gonna be stuck in imperfections, in impurities, in sin. Because it wasn't given to them, right? That's part of our inheritance, to finally be perfect in this. Go ahead.
It shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with water. And a fountain shall come forth of the house of the
What
Lord.
is that talking about? They're talking about there's a whole bunch of water flowing down in the land. It's talking about the wisdom and knowledge. Right? Perfection of wisdom that we're going to have in that time. Even when you read about the tree of life, is it just a tree? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be planted in the kingdom? No, that's the wisdom and knowledge that's going to be perfected within us. Now, part of that is that what's that shit these women are into? Zodiac shit. Now, there is a lot of truth to that, but we don't have the understanding of that right now, man. That shit is witchcraft right now. It's been infiltrated and polluted. The Lord is going to give us the understanding of all that in due season. Right now, you need that shit alone. Right? You focus on what's beneficial to your salvation. You're not curious of unnecessary matters. Zodiac ain't going to get you in the whole chair.
And shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
But there was innocent blood.
This is Numbers chapter 16 and verse 24. It says, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. Verse 27, so they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side, and Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives and their sons and their little children. Verse 28, and Moses said, hereby ye shall...
You can picture them niggas. Knowing they was up to some bullshit, Moses said, come on out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says that Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord Yahweh has sent me to do all these works. For I have not done them out of my own mind.
So he had to let them know, look, man, y'all looking at me as a man, but I need y'all to understand. I was shocked too that the Lord called me to lead y'all. I'm telling you right now, if you don't listen to me, the Lord is going to kill you. Because I'm his spokesperson. Like we went to last night, ambassadors. We're the ambassadors of Yahweh Shai. We're his messengers. All right? We've been sent forth. Because when you go, like we went into last night, kings, they didn't leave their throne and go journey to go meet with another king. They sent ambassadors and missionaries to go tell the king, hey, listen, our Lord is going to help you fight this nation. Our Lord is going to help you here. Our Lord is going to fund this. All right? We're the ambassadors. Y'all watch me. They not going to be. We're trying to let you know is yes, we know what you're doing. We need you to understand. We don't listen. God is going to kill. If you don't follow what we say, all of us, the Lord is going to kill. Now, keep saying but understand the Lord is going to kill you. Because he has sent ambassadors.
Verse 28. Oh, so like in verse 29. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord Yahweh have not sent me. Verse 30. But if the Lord Yahweh make a new thing, and the earth open up her mouth, and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, they go down quick into the pit. Then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
So the little grimy ass niggas went and hid in the tent. And Moses called their ass out. You know he Jake, so he was cursing them out. He ain't like how the scriptures describing him like that. He said, the Lord gonna have the ground eat him alive. I want everybody to witness this right here. If the Lord be for me, the ground gonna open up and kill these niggas. If the Lord be for them, then I'm gonna beat them, they look like a fool. Let's witness the power of the Lord. They feeling like, oh shit. Because in that moment, they like, hold on. Yeah, boys. He did do miracles in Egypt.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
Verse 31. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them.
See, so Moses had heavy thoughts. Remember, he dealt with the Most High. It was like for 40 days outside, man. The presence of the Lord.
Face to face.
Face to face. So to the point when he came down, he couldn't. All people, you couldn't even look at him face to face. His face was too bright. Moses' face. So he had to wear a veil. He would have blinded our ass. That shows you the presence of the Lord answers you. Moses had direct power from the Lord where he could speak things and it would just happen. And brothers are gonna get that type of power too. We're gonna have that type of power, brothers. You see, we're gonna be able to say, look, man, if I be a liar, lightning won't come and strike your ass. It'd be a perfect day right here. Lightning won't come and strike your ass right now in the fucking forehead. Right? And they think you joking, right? The lightning come and strike you.
Yeah.
That's the type of power we coming into. Right? Remember when what's his name? Peter called Ananias and Sapphira stood up for the church.
Yeah.
He made the ghost lead their ass right now. He said because you kept back what wasn't yours, it was the Lord, it was for the body. You died right here. Man and woman. He gave it to you.
Yeah.
Spiritual power, right there and there. That's heavy, bro.
Yeah.
He says, verse 32.
What you need at the end of the day, a lot of our people, they need to see death to get their ass in work. They need stuff like that to happen. Then they'll really feel. When the prophets start doing stuff like that, when the prophets start doing things like that, then that's when they know. You know, you got a lot of the brothers, we don't have to see things like that. Because we have the Lord of the Lord. The Lord will continue within that law. One of our brothers and sisters, they weren't given that law, so they need to see miracles. They need to see death to fear. Go ahead.
Verse 32. And the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed them up in their houses and all the men that appertain unto Korah and all their goods. Verse 33. They and all that appertain to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation.
That was Moses a wicked man? You Christians out there?
Well, that was back then. That was in the Old Testament. Times was different. Times have changed.
You gonna see stuff like that in this day. And evidence of that, you be seeing there's sinkholes to this day within the earth. So that proves that can happen. The ground can just open up. Because those sinkholes just happen out of the ground just opens up within itself. That shows that can happen. We can have that happen today.
Baba Kasham, I made. Because back then, the Lord didn't play. He took out your whole family. You know, he took out your wife, your kids.
The kids ain't had no hand. The kids, they
Yeah.
was calling daddy.
Yeah,
Daddy said you Moses ain't right. My dad said Moses just a man.
yeah,
Yeah, it's got spoiled up.
that's right.
Lord don't give a damn. Call you back up to the spiritual world. Have you up there looking at like stairs with a big ass eye. Mouth wide the fuck open. Waiting for that judgment seat. Scripture say we all got to appear for the judgment day. That's a perfect thing.
Yeah.
Scripture say we all got to appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh. That's what I said, man. I'll be damned if I give a fuck what people think about me. The last thing I want the Lord to see is that I'm over here. Damn trying to appease you and what you want.
Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do
Bitch, get the fuck off my phone.
I need you to do that. I need you to do that.
I need you to make me a proper meal. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fear the Lord. And read Proverbs chapter 31 and grow in that and learn what a woman is. Do that first. You men, learn what a man is. Before you call me out to hang with you every goddamn week and fall. Fuck out of here, man.
He changed. He changed.
I'll be that to you. I don't give a fuck what you think no more. You insignificant to me.
Right.
You know what's significant to me? Y'all bust me on show.
right.
Brotherhood.
That's right.
The men that I learned from.
That's right.
It's true.
That's right.
You are this fucking important to me. It's up to me if I want to entertain you or not, man. You need to repent. That's what the hell you need. Go ahead, man.
It says verse 34, and all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also.
Yeah, that's what Jake. Oh shit! Hey. Moses, we on your side, Moses. We on your side, Moses. We sorry. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh is the power. We don't want to disobey you, but see, Jake. That's how Jake is. And they see death. You know what I'm saying? They see death and their whole shit change. Like when a celebrity died, Jake be on the internet. Yo, man, we gotta stop this killing, bruh. Man, we gotta stop killing each other, bruh. It's dangerous out here, bruh. People dying, bruh. Too much death going on, bruh. Then next week, nigga, forget about it. You back to being a nigga. But the Lord don't take Jake serious, man. Go ahead.
It says verse 35, and there came out a fire from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and consumed the 250 men that offer incense.
Yeah, to pagan ass gods. Killed their ass right there. That's a lot of men too. Camp. That's a lot of men. That's a crazy sight to see that too. These are the type of things that we gonna see in the last days, brothers. You know, certain brothers are gonna have spiritual power. You better believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if it's me or not. I just pray, one of us in this camp get it. You know what I'm saying? One of us. It's real something. You don't only camp without a brother with spiritual power. Like, damn, why we get left out? You start repenting, asking the Lord what we do wrong. You know, you want to be part of that gift. However it may come, you may be able to only, turn people to dust. Or you'll use the hell out of that shit.
That's right.
You may be able to heal the sick. You're gonna use the hell out of it, man.
Yeah.
Imagine you can heal people, boy. Cure blindness. Motherfucker got a viral infection, coughing up all type of mucus. You just get praising y'all about small shit. His whole life is he gonna change it. But hey, y'all about small shit, that's the power. It's a man healing people, curing people. That's the things that are gonna be happening. People raising from the dead. Brother, you gonna have certain brothers that's gonna be able to raise the dead.
Yeah. Growing new limbs.
Yeah, you make people that are maimed. Because you got believers that may not have all their limbs.
Yeah.
Brother, make them whole. But all of that is for the perfection of the minds of the saints. So the saints will see that. All of us for the glorification of Yahweh Shemel Shaddai.
Right.
Maybe to make us look good.
Right.
Or he may have spiritual power to defend himself in this way. Nigga might be able to cloak, brother might be able to cloak himself. You might not be able to see him. teleportation, right? All mannerisms of spiritual power that brothers may receive. You know? Let me get. Had to feel a brother get that. How to say it. The spiritual power is part of our inheritance too, and that's going to come even before you get the new bodies. You know, and we're going to need spiritual power too. Anyway, this devil got all type of, you know, electronic bullshit that we never seen before to use against us, man. To try to put us to death with, you know. The protection of the angels and the spiritual power.
Yeshaya also, Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 31.
Yeah, this is Yeshaya, not Yahushua. Yahushua and Yeshaya. Those have two different meanings, man. Good, bro.
But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run
Oh,
and not...
some brothers that's crazy, but it's beautiful at the same time. Brother may need to fly. He may get a message from the angel. Hey, look, it's a brother in a FEMA camp, you know, out there in Georgia, up there in New York. You need to go grab him. Or he might get just put there. And the brother be like, whoa, what the? Shalom, brother. I was sitting here by one of the angels, man, and they want you down here with me. That's the type of stuff that's going to be happening.
Baruch Shah, if I may, the scriptures also say that your men shall be like King David.
Yep.
You know?
They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint.
Hella stamina. So you brothers that got ailments and may think that you might not be able to, hey, the Lord give you that strength. There ain't nothing for the Lord to give you that stamina to make your body have energy and heal your ailments. And you be like, oh, shit. Strong to the motherfucker. Right? Give you the strength for Samson. You throwing cars and shit. You know? Take that whole light pole, swing it at their ass, a barricade of troops. You know?
Yeah.
That's the power of the Lord there. Esau get to running like a motherfucker. No, it's a crazy nigga in the middle of the street. Yeah, nigga. He got superpowers.
Mayakah also Micah chapter 4 and verse 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy horn iron. I will make thy hooks brass. Thou shalt beat in pieces many people. Thou will prosecute their gain unto the Lord, their substance of the Lord, their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. And just like you was going into, brothers are going to have spiritual powers, you know?
Yeah, because you consecrate your gain unto the Lord. You know, everything that you get goes to the Lord anyway, since you get some portion. And it's all for the glorification of Yahweh. We are going to do something and not give glory to the Lord. That the Lord will put you there for that.
Yeah.
He'll punish you for that. So if we do a miraculous thing, we're going to name it Yahweh Shah do this. Even if we swing a light pole, and then Yahweh Shah. And you send a tank flying down the damn street. And him Yahweh Shah, I command the ground to swallow your ass up. And it's going to be done, man. That's what brothers are going to be doing. And the angels are going to be cheering us on, man. Yeah, kill us, let's go. Use the spiritual power. The brothers got spiritual power, let's go. You know? And this is going to happen throughout all the major cities. That's why the Lord don't need us to have these big number camps, man. He can do a lot with just one man. You know? When two or three are gathered, he is in the midst of them, man. And brothers may get separated, but that's all right. What does the scripture say? Angel of the Lord encampeth around those that fear him. So even if you do get separated from brothers, you're not alone. You gotta see your guardian angel to know that he's there. It's for you to have faith. Blessed are them that believe and have not seen. He's right there standing beside you every single day. That's his job. That's his charge he's been given. As soon as you woke up, the Lord told that angel, all right, whatever his name is, thousands upon thousands. He told, look, you gonna be in charge of his boy. Go ahead down. That angel went. Looking at you while a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., go to brush your teeth. Archie, you at the sink, you go get in your car, he hop in the passenger. He making sure you get the fuck out your way. Making sure you don't go the wrong path. You get to work, he behind you. You know what I'm saying? You go to the restaurant, he's sitting there with you eat, looking at you eat. He there with you every step of the way. You don't see him, but he's right there. That's his charge, that's his duty. And we all got them angels around us. And the scriptures tell you that angels their job is that they have managerial duties. They manage the earth. Right? They also cause destruction. They also in charge of putting people down. Right? They control wars. Alright? The angels have a major job throughout the workings of life throughout the earth. Everything that happens is because of the angels. They all around us and around us. Just, they stand, every brother's angel is standing out here right now. Literally right now.
It's on Psalm 34:7. The angels of the Lord encamp around about them that fear him and delivereth them. Just real quick.
Yeah, deliver us. Who do you think gets you out of certain situations? Well, that's why you gotta be careful of the things that you do. Because the Lord can remove that angel from you, like that brother, he's not learning. Alright, so I'm gonna take you from him and I'm gonna cause him to fall next time you get him because he does that. You don't want that. So you repent and try to not do the same things, but they cause you to go off and stray from the Lord. They also take reports, they gotta report back. You know, an update. Same way we got to report up the chain of command. The angels have to report up the chain of command. What's the report of the book? You know, it's growing, the things that he been given. How's he operating amongst the brothers? What's the report? What's his thoughts? They know they do what you think. You know the thoughts. They do what you can't see. What's his thoughts? What do you think? And he'll let you know. Curse him. Saying all type of shit. Grudges, cursing, bro. Okay, it's good to go. He ain't one of those. You know? Really?
It's Isaiah 34 from the top. It says, "Come here, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth and all that is therein, the world and all things come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them, and he have delivered them to the slaughter." You know, that's going into that Joel 3, you know, that we just read. You know, the Lord has a heavy indignation, starting off with the nation of Israel, but these other nations as well. And that when they go to fight that battle, you know, everybody that goes over there is going to die, you know. Continue on.
Really they going over there for their own pride anyway. Look at all these nations. What are they fighting for? Control over the crypto system. China got the digital yuan. Russia has the digital ruble. They created the BRICS nation, the south of Africa, China, and India, where they all go into the digital system. They trying to leave off America's system. They don't give a damn about us, man. What Negro with an afro you see in the central banking meetings, man? In them secret banking cartel meetings. Ain't nobody on this tribe in them meetings. That's all Amalek. And even when you go throughout the other nations, that's Moabites, Elamites, more Edomites, Hamites. That ain't us, man. We left out of the conversations that have to do with dominion and rulership on the earth. But a simple nigga, his mind ain't on that. His mind is on, you know, the next hip hop album that's gonna drop, a very low level. You know, the Super Bowl. You know what our mind was on? The Passover that's coming up in 2 months. You know, you might not make it to the damn Super Bowl, right? That's how close we are to destruction now. We on the any day basis if something major happens to fuck everybody up right here. They just said they about to release a damn new plane. They preparing to release a new plane. It's not a coincidence that the C-19 didn't disappear. They still kept it lingering around. They still kept it thing. Man, certain mandates in a lot of countries never let it. It's still strict in a lot of countries. Why is that? Because they want to keep it a thing. And next time they release something out here, they ain't gonna be no play thing. You actually gonna see people dead. dropping dead, getting sick, all type of viral infections, man. Like I was telling this brother last night, when you look at your kids, when a kid gets sick, they stay sick for about a month because they don't have an immune system because you've been feeding them junk food and candy. And all that fast food, all that destroys your immune system for one. So they don't even have an immune system. Then you give them medicine that don't even build up their immune system. You don't give them no herbs, you give them medicine that's been concocted in the lab. That suppresses symptoms, that keeps the slots, the mucus built up in their chest. You waiting for it to make your way through your nostrils, man. So they stay sick a whole month and they spread it through to the other kids. Adults too. Adults' immune system is shot. And that's why people stay fucking sick. Because they don't adhere to the medicines and the dietary law. How much of a person should die, man. Don't give a damn how many herbs you take. You eat bullshit, your body is fucked, man. You gotta manage what the fuck you eat, man. Lord didn't give us a dietary law for no fucking reason. That's part of wisdom, man. He didn't give us the medicine. He told you medicines come from the earth. You gotta run from evil every fucking day, man. Research what you need to research. Like we were speaking about weeks ago, the smartphone. Use the smartphone. If you don't know something, Google it, research, learn. Take your time and learn about it, man. If you something from a helmet, research about it as much as you can. You know, and do your best to heal it naturally before you go to this damn devil. Because we come into the time, you can't depend on this devil for shit. Go in this man's hospital, he shoot you up with some shit that you ain't even agree to.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and the stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
That's part of leaving Egypt. When we left Egypt, how do you think we got medicines? How do you think our wounds got sewn up? We had women sewing our wounds. We had women sewing our garments.
The water.
Hey, brothers had to take up trades again. You had to learn the natural things of the earth again. All right? Well, once we leave Egypt again, how you gonna get your food? Where you get your food? It's gonna have to come from the earth. You won't be able to get no honey buns, Debbie cakes off the shelf in your grocery store, man.
And their mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all the hosts.
What's that scroll? Those nuclear missiles. The fire from nuclear missiles. That's how he described it. That was the best way he could describe it. All right? They never seen it like that before. We ain't seen it like that before. We seen it in movies. Trust me, brothers. When it actually happens, it's gonna blow our fucking minds. Because that's the Lord. That's the Lord's precious weapon that he's been waiting to reach. The second death, the final death that he gave to eat. The nukes been sitting in silos, woo, getting perfected. The angels been sitting over. When those things get launched, the scripture said the earth is going to roll to and fro. Islands are going to shake out of place. The map of the earth is going to change. It's going to shock people's minds. It's going to put fear on the nation of these people. America's going to be destroyed, but these other nations are going to look at it and it's going to put immense fear on them. What the fuck? America destroyed? America is going what? Not to mention the chariots that are going to be in the skies, just sitting there. It's going to be a day of darkness. And I don't want to be sitting in the spiritual realm waiting to come back in the reincarnation. I want to be in the chariot with the Elohim, man, the brothers.
Yeah.
Because of the 2/3 in the lake of fire, and then once the Lord deemed his time, they've done enough torture the lake of fire now. Send them up to the third heaven and have them sit there. No, I want to get beamed up. I want to experience that. Then I want to experience witnessing these wicked people getting burnt. Pursuing the book of Revelation, the sea of glass. I want to see how it looks. Wow. That's crazy. Faggots getting burnt up. We're gonna have the spiritual power of eagle eyes too. So we're gonna be able to zoom in and look directly at a motherfucker that we knew getting burnt. It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be an actual show. It's scary saying the righteous shall scarcely be saved. And it says when we look upon it, even fear came upon us. We're gonna get crazy. Yahweh Shem. Wow. Praise Yahweh Shem.
Yeah.
So we look at movies and we say, oh, that's it actually happens. It's gonna get Go ahead, brother.
Read that one time. It's Isaiah 34:4.
Even the bad thing will be looking at
And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all the hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth from the vine, and as all fallen let me read that one time. And as a fallen fig from a fig tree. Verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Adumia.
who's Adumia? Vocab. Who's Adumia? What is the scripture referring to? Adumia is like that has the curse, no pigmentation, no flavor at all. Like the book, like you said last night, y'all, the only thing they created is guns. It's literally the only thing this man ever created is guns. Anything else that helps society run, he didn't create it, he just manages it. He stole it and now he manages it. He manages it horribly. Alright? Go ahead.
One more time. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Adumia, upon the people of my curse, to judgment. Verse 6, the sword of the Lord is filled with
Now you got a stone there, so the Most High cursed the nation. So where does God loves everybody come from? As a nation. Before the foundation of earth, the Most High said, I'm going to curse a nation. He already had his story drawn out. These spirits here, he's going to be the governing body in the future kingdom. So this spirit here, first and foremost, about begottenness. Spirits after them will be his brothers. 144. Spirits after them will be the followers of them. Right? These people, these spirits over here, they're going to be Edomites. These spirits over here, these spirits over here, they're going to be Japhites. We had no say in that. The Lord created the spirits. He's the power of the spirits. And then he put us all over the world. Let the story begin. Let it play out how it goes. Cain went to killing Abel. Am I my brother's keeper? Abraham went to leaving his homeland to find the true power. Joseph was sold by his brothers. We were just playing out the Lord's movie. Now we here in America prophesying the downfall of life. It's been written before we was thought of. We just pray we all those men that was written on the foundation of the brother that was written John. We were with him in the beginning. Because we pray that Lord willing we was with Yahweh Shai, the first spirits with him. We pray that we are the big brothers of our nation that's going to lead our people to righteousness, that's going to lead our people to life. Right? That's a beautiful thing. I love it when a brother sincerely so his life change. I love to see that, man. I hate to see a nigga be a nigga. But I love it when a brother sincerely wants to change his way. Ain't nothing more beautiful than that. Even the angels say they applaud. The angels applaud every time a brother converts. And repents and changes his ways. That should bring joy to you, man. Especially when you see a brother grow. When you see a brother, when you look at a brother years and years down the line, you're like, man, this brother, wow, I see the changes. You know what I'm saying? That brings you joy, man. And that makes you want to go even harder. Because you see how the miracles of the Lord works on a brother when he's sincere, when he's willing to go for this thing. When he really decided everything that was in his life off. You know, I was telling these brothers, I didn't even know Christmas was the moment. I'm so far removed from society, I didn't even know fucking Christmas was the moment. Fucking Sunday, this shit is fucking dead, man.
Yo.
Christmas on a goddamn Sunday.
Yo.
But you still got niggas putting them raggedy ass lights, wearing them ugly ass Christmas sweaters, playing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Snow, whatever the fuck that shit called.
He said Rudolph the Red-Nosed Snow. He said Rudolph the Red-Nosed Snow.
Whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Them old movies, you know the Jungle Boy, them old movies they used to play. You know? We so far removed from that, our mind is on something totally different. Bro.
Yeah.
Watching that shit, I'm watching brothers get movies. You know, everybody on that shit. That's when the brother told me, oh shit, Christmas, oh shit, Christmas tomorrow, shit. And then so the New Year's in next week. So what they call it? The Apostle to already said, but he already got what he want to name it. And he said, yeah, Lord finna turn it up. He said, I already got the name, but I ain't telling brother that. But just know the Lord finna turn it up. You know? That's the times that me and brothers is locking in, brothers getting serious. We ain't fucking the world. The world. Our mind is on spiritual things. I'm praying for the Lord to keep me, show me mercy. I know I can share my sins. I know I'm worthy of death. I need as much mercy as possible. I ain't got time to be playing games, man.
John chapter 6. This is John 16 and verse 4. But these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. And these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It's a little bit too. First one.
It's right.
That's a good one too. That's a good one.
Kind of, it was set up beautifully, like how the Lord came, he set up his storm, you know, to fuck up these people's Christmas, so to speak, you know. Because I looked at an article yesterday, and basically, like, it messed with the economy, you know. So a storm.
That's how the Lord operates, you know. He'll use he gets the angels to manipulate these elements. He's always used the scripture that goes into that. How the Lord use the tempest, you know, to judge, you know.
And the snow.
And the snow, you know, to judge these nations and judge the people. So you see these kind of things that seem outlandish. We had that last week. It was just 16. You know what I'm saying? And now it's 17.
That's what was a miracle. Brother, I forgot his name, but one of the head brothers from Miami, he in the jail. Man, it's 30 degrees in Florida. We're like, brother, up north, this is the teens, brother. But that's cold too. From Florida, Miami, 30 degrees.
Yeah.
But they said it's gonna be the coldest winter. Winter just started.
Yeah.
They said it's gonna be the coldest winter in decades.
Yeah.
You know? So this is the end, brothers. Because we just experienced one of the hottest summers in decades. The temperatures, it was some days, I was out there working, some days the temperature was over 100.
Yeah.
Some days it was over 100 over here in Virginia.
Yeah.
So the Lord ain't playing. He's showing you signs that the downfall of this place is coming. The days of speeding the folk back. You can't remember what you did last month. Everything just flying. You're just going through the motions. That's why the truth is the only thing that has substance to it. Because y'all do things in the word, I don't even remember what I did in the word, but in truth, you like, dang, I'm locked in. You know what you contributed to the body, to the ministry. At least you should know. You should be locked in complete. Shouldn't be, you know, man, you see brothers, you see the brothers is on fire for the Lord, man. It's a reason you see brothers going so hard like they are right now. Brothers got in their spirit, they know what time it is. You know? You got some brothers doing 3 videos a day, 2 videos a day. Not every brother's gonna be like that, but that should show you.
Like it's time I came. But it was just a serious time. But this brother that's been in for 20 years doing this, maybe I need to kick it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know?
Go ahead.
This is John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. And the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made.
So the word, the truth is this. This was the hell of a show. So the Lord had everything planned out. Go ahead.
In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
Yeah, the darkness don't comprehend it. Like, you know, all these people are in darkness, so they can't comprehend what we're doing with them. To them, this is abstract. This is strange. Like last night, we in the highways about how many times, brothers, people drove by and thought we were singing carols. one chick, she drove by slow and then backed up and said, "Oh, I thought y'all was singing." Yeah, fuck yeah, the Temptations, man.
She did.
People can't comprehend what we doing, but we out there and fucking that shit brick at night.
Woo!
That's why I heard brothers come out early today. That night shit different as the sun drop. That shit brick.
That's something different.
That wind kicking like that, you know, that shit brick. Woo. People looking at you like, what the hell? It's a spectacle. Like, what would cause men to come out and stand in there? Feel the Lord.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 6, there was a man sent from the Most High whose name was John. The same came for a witness to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not.
So, yeah, so he made the world, then came back to it. And he came so humble, brothers, on the back of an ass. Come on, man. Because the nobles was on a horse. He could have came on a horse, a decked out horse too, that had, you know, silk on it. You know what I'm saying? Hooves was freshly shined, right? But he came on the ass. And this is the man that created it.
Yeah.
They didn't know that, right? Go ahead.
He came.
But there was some that did, and the ones that did was, we out this motherfucker. It's our king. It's Yahshua. That's what the believers was trying to get people. Yo, y'all know who this is? This is him. This is what we've been waiting on. What?
Howard Sinai.
Yep.
Howard Sinai.
Yep.
That's what they were calling him when he was entering into the gate.
Yep. And then he had a lot of time. He had to tell, and they actually he allowed them at that point to then give him honor. When he first came, he allowed them. He allowed them to give him some praise. But after that, he started telling them, all right, down to that, I got a ministry to do. I got a journey I have to accomplish. I have to be sacrificed. But the believers was hyped. They was like, yo, this is our God. And that's why the brothers were so amped. They were willing to die for the truth. Because they walked with him and ate with him. Bro, can you imagine eating with your God? Learning from the first hand. Even with Mattathias. Because Mattathias didn't have as much faith as other brothers. But he was still a man of the Lord. But the brothers was telling him, hey, y'all was sure resurrected.
Man, look, man, I'm still sad after what happened. Leave me alone.
I said, bro, he did pretend that he outshot his teleporter. Good, right? Show him. I still got the hole in my hand. But the thigh, I picked up. I haven't even fully transcended yet to my father, to the right hand side of my father. And that's when I felt it. Those are amazing things that they were able to reach. Not to mention what ain't written. People say there's many miracles that ain't written that he did. And what he was doing after he resurrected. Those days that he was just walking around, who knows what he was doing? You can only imagine. And they couldn't do shit with him at that point. He conquered death. But he's coming back, bros. He's coming back. And this time he's not coming on the ass. And he's not coming in no raggedy ass Tesla. He's coming in the vehicles of the armor. Vehicles that can appear like a light. They can travel faster than light. They can go backwards, forward, up, down, into the ocean, dissipate, go into another realm, travel the galaxies, get energy from the sun. That's what he comes with.
Verse 11. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of the Most High.
Sons of God.
Even to them that believe on his name.
Because they were with him in the beginning. It's one of those who had classifications, right? Classifications of men. Sons of men, sons of God, and sons of wicked. Sons of wicked, that's how they're doing the basic story of it. The sons of God, what did the sons of God do? They fell, right? They fell from what they were supposed to be. And it was always the same story. Falling after the heathens. And that's when you get the time of Noah. And the Lord had to flood the earth because iniquity was abounding. And that's when the Lord flooded everything and everyone besides Noah and his family.
Verse 13.
But Noah represents the elect. Right? Because the new ark is the chariots. The Lord ain't gonna flood the earth with water. He's gonna burn it with fire. Go ahead.
which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of the Most High.
Yeah, how are you born of the Most High and not of flesh? So we all come out of our mother's womb. We all came from our daddy's nutsack. That's the flesh. But how are you born of the Most High? Spirit. Spirit. If you're not embodying the fruits of the Spirit, you're not a reborn creature. You're just faking the funk of the legs. Okay?
Verse 14.
Hold on.
And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, and the glory as of the only begotten of the Father.
Yeah, the Word was made flesh. Right? The truth was made flesh. The truth showed us the way. What did he say? I'm the way. I'm the door. Nobody gets to the Father except through me. Right? That's your Shah. You can't get back to the Father no other way. There is no shortcut. Like you say, Zariah, the straight gate. You got to go through the straight gate. You can't go up no other way, right? That's your Shah. You got to walk the path he chose. You got to drink of his cup. Right? Go ahead.
John bare witness of him, and cried, saying, This was he of whom I spake, and he cometh after me. He that cometh after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. Verse 16. And of his fullness have all we received, and grace for grace. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Mashiach Yahushua. No man has seen the Most High at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. Verse 19. And this is the record of John, when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, Who art thou? And he confessed and denied not, but confessed, I am not the Mashiach, or Mashiach. They asked him, What then art thou, Elias? And he said, I am not. Art thou that prophet? And he answered, No. Then said they unto him, Who art thou? That we may give an answer to them that sent us. What sayest thou of thyself? He said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord. And said the prophet, he says,
Yeah, because John understood what, and we know who John is, Elijah. But he did. But what does the scripture say? You have no remembrance of former things. So John wasn't concerned with who he was in his past life. John was concerned with the mission he was given in that life. So when they asked him, you got Elijah. Man, I ain't Elijah, man. I'm John. I'm paving the way for Yahushua. Right? Because John was fully focused on paving the way for you. Man, he put on everything and everybody. He was looking at a man. He wasn't even regular food.
Grasshoppers and locusts and honeys.
Yeah, well, locusts and honey, bro. Like he could have ate fishes and bread. And they say he was out there every day teaching. Repent. Then they come down. He did a sermon. You know, this is the one we've been waiting for. The stalk of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, brother. The prophet Isaiah has voted on it, right? Isaiah 63. Let's read it. Read it, brother. You read the scroll. Okay, John. Go. He has been brokenhearted. He come to mend it. Yes, that's him. He's coming back. That's right, John. He's coming. We believe, John. That's what John was doing on a daily basis. Brother, bring out the scroll. And more kept coming till the day Yahushua popped up. And by that time, they had got their hands on John. And John was happy as hell. He said, it's time for me to go. They about to kill me, but I did my part. My Lord here.
I must decrease while he increases.
Yep, he said I must decrease while he must increase. Because John had a following. John could have been to that. I'm gonna bring my followers with me. John had all the believers was listening to John. It was time for them to follow Yahushua. John, they put John to death. And all the believers that was listening to John. sermons every day, watch him and listen to him, just like you brothers come out and listen. They went and followed Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai got baptized by who? By John. Yahweh Shai came to one of his sermons. He was in the crowd, just looking. All right, cousin. That was his cousin.
Yeah.
He said, all right, cousin. It's time. John looked at him. And he baptized the Lord. He baptized him.
Which is crazy though, because he received the Holy Spirit the same way Yahushua did.
Yep. The scriptures tell you Elizabeth, when Elizabeth was pregnant, baby leaped in her womb from the Holy Spirit. They
Yeah.
both had a heavy, so what all that means is they had a heavy portion of the Spirit to where they weren't like us, to where they could put off not dealing with women completely. They could put off fasting for days on end, completely, because they had so much of a portion of the Spirit, to where they didn't need things in the world at all. They was just fully in the Spirit.
Yeah.
On fire, day in, day out. And you see examples of that with our elder apostles. Right? For them to be in damn near over 3 decades on fire like that, that's a different portion of the Spirit. That's something you can't just obtain. That has been gifted to you.
Yeah.
That's a diligence that's been gifted to those men. So when you see them up in age still coming out like that, they're diligent. It's because they have more portion of the Spirit. So you look at that he has a different portion of the Spirit. But what Yahweh Shai and John, man, that was, you know, straight for the arm of Yahweh. Nothing else. Ain't nothing getting in the way. That's why it wasn't a thing for John to say, man, kill me. No, I'm alright. Because he had so much of the Spirit, he knew where he was going. He knew the rest. Arm of Yahweh. He knows Yahweh Shai has to do his journey. Go ahead.
Verse 24. And they which were sent of the Pharisees, and they asked him and said unto him, Why baptizest thou then, if thou be not that Hamashiach, nor Elias, neither that prophet?
Yeah, 'cause that's what John was doing. Then he was giving sermons, baptizing in the water. This is repent. Yahweh Shai's coming. Right? But when Yahweh Shai came on the scene, it was no need. John wasn't there no more, so it wasn't no need for you to go down to that lake and dump your head in the water. Because now he is here. The Spirit is here. You just need to follow him. Be cleansed by his word. Whatever he say, you soak it all in. You need to dump your head in the water no more. What is that going to do when he's literally here? The actual spirit you're trying to obtain is literally eating with you and talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
John answered them,
What
saying,
was John was? He was an ambassador. He was an ambassador. The king actually came during that time. So you didn't need a messenger and ambassador, to get to him. He was right there. That's why the disciples were so blessed to be amongst him, man. Especially the 12. Because the scriptures tell you there was hundreds and hundreds of disciples. Right? All those followers of John and all those believers. But the 12 were the ones that were allowed to be close to him. Right? That were allowed to be day in, day out. Go ahead.
John answered them, saying, I baptize with water, but there standeth one among you whom ye know not.
See, what did he say? There's one among y'all that y'all don't know. John was a bad dude, man. John was a bad dude.
He it is who coming after me is preferred before me, whose shoes latchet I am not worthy to unloose. These things were done in Bayat-bara beyond Jordan, where John was baptizing. The next day John seeth Yahweh Shai coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of the Most High, which taketh away sin, the sin of the world. This is he of whom I said, After me cometh a man which is preferred before me.
And you got a picture, you got a crowd of people that came and listened to John every day. John's like, listen up. This is the man y'all gonna follow. This is our king, this is our Lord. I'm feeling comparison to this man. I'm nothing. This is our everything right here. Go ahead.
For he was before me, and I knew him not, but that he should be made manifest to Yasha'Allah. Therefore am I come baptizing with water. And John bare record, saying, I saw the Spirit descending from heaven like a dove, and it abode upon him. And I knew him not, but he that sent me to baptize with water, the same said unto me, upon whom thou shalt see the Spirit descending and remaining on him, the same is he which baptizes with the Holy Spirit.
See, he baptized with the Holy Spirit, which is the Word, because he is the Word. Brother just read in the first verse, he is the Word. You don't need water. You got these churches to this day still using fucking water. He left us what? When he left, since he's not amongst us no more, walking amongst us, what did he leave us? The Comforter, which is the Word, which is the truth. This is what baptizes you. This is what cleanses you. You can dump your head in water all day long. You don't be cleansed and renewed in your mind and your spirit. All them Catholics and Christians that got baptized, they don't have the true knowledge of the scriptures. Go ahead.
And I saw and bare record that this is the Son of the Most High. Again the next day after John stood and two of his disciples, and looking upon Yahushua as he walked, he said, Behold the Lamb of the Most High. And the two disciples heard him speak, and they followed Yahushua. Then Yahushua turned and saw them following, and saith unto them, What seek ye? They said unto him, Rabbi, which is to say, being interpreted, Master, where dwellest thou? He said unto them, Come and see. They came and saw where he dwelt, and abode with him that day, for it was about the 10th hour. One of the two which heard John speak and followed him was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother.
See, the disciples, they were listening to John. So they became followers of Yahushua. That's how it works, man. And then further on, after Yahushua had died, what did Paul say? And the rest of them said, Be followers of me as I am of Yahushua. So you need righteous men to follow you. Right? You need those men to show you the way, to be examples to you, to keep you on that straight and narrow path. This ain't no lone wolf thing. This ain't I don't need the body. I don't need men over me. Yahushua specifically chose me for a different mission. Look at me in front of the camera. Look at me. By myself, I'm out here. Yeah, I'm the man. You got guys like that. They're doing it just for show. Look at me, I can come out here by myself. I'm telling you right now, that shit don't mean a damn thing. You ain't right in your spirit, you corrupted adultery, right? We could go there, because that's going into the story.
We're still in Isaiah 30. It's back in Isaiah 34, and read verse 5 again. It says, For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Adumia.
The Lord said his sword will be bathed in heaven. We went into different worlds last night. You got different heavens. Christianity can't break that down. You tell us we're going to go to heaven, but I don't want to go to the heaven that's going to get his sword. What's that heaven talking about? Esau's age, Esau's rulership. Right? The eon of Esau. The heaven of Esau, and Esau is in his heaven, because a heaven is his rest, pleasure. Esau is in his rest, he's in his pleasure, right?
And upon the people of my curse, the judgment of the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of kidneys and of rams. And the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Verse 7, and the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, in the year of the recompense for the controversy of Zion.
For the controversy of Zion, that's what you're seeing. Zion, the nation of Israel, is becoming a controversy throughout the earth. Now people have questions about it. Now people are wondering, what are those men talking about and how is it always? Right? Why is people like Kyrie and Kanye outspoken about this? Right? Whether they're plants or not, right? Implanted in it or not. You know, why is this a thing? You know, why are they talking about the Muslims? Why are they talking about Pan-Africanism? Why are y'all telling them to shut up when they speak about Amalek? We got questions about this. We understand that they're extreme with what they're saying, but why you won't let them talk about Amalek? Why the hell we can't talk about Amalek? As soon as you say something about Amalek, it's shut the fuck up, taking your channel down. But nobody cries about it. Nobody says that's wrong. What happened to freedom of speech? You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, just don't say nothing about Amalek. A brother go home, make a Holocaust video right now. Your whole page is going to feel terrible. That's not freedom of speech. Go ahead, bro. Hey, what's that saying? You should know who in power, but who you can't speak.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched day nor night. The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
That's the memorial over in Babylon. The smoke in Babylon is going to be that memorial. Let us know, okay, this was a place of wickedness and everything. Black culture is getting left there. I can't wait to finally be free of black culture. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, man. Go ahead.
From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also.
Yeah, lizard-like creatures, desert-like birds. You know, they're gonna be over there. It's gonna be their home. This is gonna be a foul place, but it's a foul place now. Shit is just because he got buildings up and running and cars and driving around. This place is foul now. It's fucking disgusting, decrepit, man. Go ahead.
But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owls also and the ravens he shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stone of emptiness. They shall call the nobles thereof the kingdom. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all her princes shall be nothing. The thrones shall come up.
So President Biden ain't gonna be no more. President Trump, George W. Bush Jr., right? The so-called Prince Harry. What's the other nigga? You got Prince Harry and Prince
King Charles.
King Charles and Prince. It's the two sons of Princess Diana. Her sons. Prince Philip. You got Prince Philip. It's another one. Prince Philip. Prince Harry is another one. Then you got the Dukes. Brothers Google Dukes of Europe. Man, it's so much so-called Edomite royalty, man. You would never know their face. Just Google the Dukes of Europe. You be like, what are these fucking weirdos? And these niggas like they was just born in this nigga fat, his fucking tiny little nigga just showing up to the palace. Like he just snort coke. And this nigga worth billions of dollars, man. Google them niggas, man. They like he the most eligible bachelor.
That's the spirit, bro.
And they were just born into the riches that they forefathers stole. Right? That's gonna be no more. Go ahead.
And thrones shall come up, and are placed in their palaces, nettles and brambles. It is the fortress thereof, and it shall be the habitation of dragons, and all courts of owls, the wild beasts, and all type of
reptiles, anything you can think of. Dinosaurs gonna be over this shit. You know? Go ahead.
The wild beasts of the desert also shall meet with the wild beasts of the islands, and the satyrs shall cry to his fellows, and the stretched owls also shall.
When you Google some of these names of these creatures, some of them shit's ugly as hell. Nigga eyes, wide eyed, even look like Facebook. Beast, you know? But when you look at the people, the state of the people, that's what they are. They're wild beasts with no restraints. You know? Homosexuality is ran rampant, changing your sex, surgery on your body because you hate how you look, so you gonna change your body. That's a shame, man. You gonna go under the knife and cut your skin off because you hate how you look, or you gonna tattoo your whole body up because you hate how you look. Tattoos are fucking ugly, man. In the world, you thought that shit was cool. That's a whole bunch of scribble scrap on your damn body. Random words. You get somebody get their name tattooed on them. Here, you got an English name tattooed. That's how low level it is, bro. You know, Lord don't delight in these things. When you tell our people that, they don't want to hear it. You hear it?
And the stretch out also shall rest there and find himself a place of rest. There shall a great owl make her rest, and lay and hatch and gather under the shadow. There shall the vulture also be gathered, every one with their mate.
You know, all them vulture turkeys you be seeing flying out here, them big ass vulture turkeys. That's not lawful to eat. You know, because they eat squirrels and dead and shit. It's a big bird, but they gonna be over here. They gonna be allowed to stay. You gonna have them creatures flying from all over the earth to come over here because they flock together. You know, but that's the justification of the wickedness of the simple world. Really got anything else? It's no bullshit. Yeah, but ain't got anything else we got there.
It says, "Speak out of the book of the Lord and read. None of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. From my mouth it has commanded, and its spirit it has gathered them." So hey, all these things that we've talked about, that the war that's going to take place, this place being thrown down, all these things going to come to pass. You know, hey, how this place is going to be a memorial of what not to be, generation to generation. These things are going to come to pass. You know.
So boy, may go into slave and we will continue to grow in what the Lord has called us into. This is an edifying camp. And face the east, and we will give all praise and glory
To Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kakwadash.
The bonus to the elder apostles, the great millstone, shalom to the Folet,
Shalom.
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 Yeah, I had you read over that. Wow.
Yeah, read that. That's the spirit, bro.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you asked that, it came up.
No, I was